Man, it can be a little bit scary to switch from going about how your life was before to deciding to adopt new habits and starting to go along the path towards your version and your ideal of what it looks like to be successful. And today I'm going to give you a breakdown of things that you can be doing to go about the daunting task, the scary task of starting to make changes in your life and get closer to being that ideal person that you want. So, the first thing that I want you to do, and it might sound a little cheesy, but I want you to tell yourself that you can do it. Tell yourself that you are going to be able to achieve that vision that you set out for yourself, to be able to attain what it is that you want to attain. Because right now, in this current state where you're at, you might be thinking, it's just not realistic to go after, to even try to take the effort to pursue and go after what it is that I want. And that's because you're starting from where you are right now. And you don't have the confidence. You haven't built up the wins that tell you that yes, I can. So first, with where you're at right now, tell yourself that you can do it and do the best that you can to really believe yourself. Because if you are just trying for the first time in your life to really turn your life around and become all that you can, you don't have no idea of your potential. And I can almost guarantee you that it's going to be a lot more than you would expect with where you're at right now, because you just haven't, like I said, developed the routines to give you the confidence to start winning and start believing that you can continue to win, right? First thing. Second thing I want you to do is I want you to make a kill list. Well, that sounds dramatic, right? Make a kill list. What the heck does that mean? I want you to make a kill list for the habits you're practicing that you know that don't serve you. So let's say that you take a sheet of paper, you jot down, you brainstorm 3 things. You identify 3 things that you can be doing to not do. In other words, you have 3 habits you can decide to stop doing because those are hindering your ability to get where you want. I want you to take it one step at a time. I don't want you to try to rid all 3 of those habits, those detrimental habits at once. Why? Because you're going to get overwhelmed. And when you're early on in your journey, it's vital that you win early and you don't overwhelm yourself. Because if you give yourself those 3 habits and you're like, I'm going to rid myself of all those at the same time with one fell swoop, it's going to be a 3 for 1. You're going to struggle a lot more. You have a increased likelihood of it being hard enough that you decide to just abandon the self-improvement altogether. So I want you to do it one step at a time. And how do you know when to add on the other step? When you reach a level where you feel satisfied with how much progress you've made on eliminating that first habit. Do that for 3. Do that for how many ever. What's the significance of doing this? Well, like I talked about earlier, you're going to see your confidence levels spike when you start to X out those bad habits. You're going to start to see yourself with more self-esteem and hold yourself in a higher regard. And that is incredibly powerful. That's like, think about it, it's like jet fuel. It's like race fuel for charging yourself towards those lofty ideals that you have laid out for your future self. And that's going to help you realize and sit back and be like, oh, wow, you know what? I've been able to take out 3 habits that were bad, 3 vices. And now I feel a lot more confident. I'm going to keep setting myself the goal. And you start to catch the bug of self-improvement where you start to check one thing off your list, check another thing off your list, and then it just starts a snowball effect. So those are 2 things that you can be doing today. 1, believe in yourself. And 2, create a kill list for those bad habits that are not serving you. Take your time, realize that you might relapse with some of those habits because it's important to realize that you shouldn't ever try to cold turkey a habit, especially if it's been with you for years. Give yourself the grace, reduce it over time, and you're going to be amazed at how much further that puts you ahead with your confidence. We know confidence is gold for anything. So, 2 ideas I have for you there. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video if it brought you value. Don't be a stranger to suggest future video topics. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.